Mrs. Redmond here, and I have my special guest, Phoebe, who is Sydney's bunny, and I know that I've talked with her about about Phoebe before. So, yeah, she's going to be here today to teach math with us. I'll kind of go here to the left with you a little bit so you can kind of see her a little bit. But she loves math, and she especially loves fractions. So all of your other work is going to be in your email today, and we're going to focus on your equivalent fractions worksheet. If you have that from what I sent home, gosh, two Fridays ago, not today, but last Friday. First thing I want to tell you is on the worksheet, go ahead and cross out the number line problems. So you have 2 number line problems at the top of this page. You have 2 number line problems at the top of this page. Go ahead and cross those out. We're just going to focus on one concept at a time, and we'll get to number lines a little bit later, okay? We've been talking a lot about fractions, and we've been simplifying fractions, and I know that we've done that a lot before we had our break, and we simplified fractions on the board together. So I think really just what we need here is just a little bit of a review to refresh your memory on this. So if you can go to this worksheet that starts with number 3, I'll let you find the page here, that says which answer below is equivalent to the picture shown. And if you look at the fraction here, we have 3 parts of a whole, and one of those parts is shaded in. So obviously our fraction here is going to be 1/3. We know how to do that easily. And then here are your answers for your possible options: 4/6, 6/2, 2/3, or 2/6. So how you're going to set this problem up is you're actually going to, I'm going to put this paper down, and I'm going to put this up here so that I can show you. You're actually going to go like this: 1/3 is equal, and just start with your answers to try to determine it, to 4/6. So in equivalent fractions, remember, it means that the fractions are equal. They have the same value even though the numbers in the numerator and the denominator could be different and will be different, okay? So equivalent fractions, you then would try to think back to our math lessons when we were working on this. You would start with the denominator and ask yourself, 3 times what is 6? Well, 3 times 2 is 6, right? And so for whatever we do for the denominator, we then also need to do for the numerator. So we would need to ask ourselves, is 1 times 2 4? No, it's not. Actually, 1 times 2 is 2. So 4/6 is not an equivalent fraction. Let's try the second one. Here we have, right, Phoebe? Not an equivalent fraction. Here we have 1/3 equal to 6/2. 6/2 is actually an improper fraction, all right? So there's really nothing for us to be able to multiply 3 by to get to. So we know that that automatically is just not going to work, all right? The next possible answer would be 1/3 is equal to 2/3. Well, what times 3 is 3? 1. What times 1 is 1? 1. So that's not an equivalent fraction either. So that's not right. I wonder if we can look at the last one. Maybe that's our answer. 1/3 is equal to 2/6. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2. So 1/3 is equal to 2/6. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a refresher on that so that you can remember that first of all, you need to determine what the fraction is in the picture, and then you need to go through your answers to determine what the equivalent fraction is, okay? So as you're working through those 3 pages, you can take off your 4 number line problems and go ahead and just do your best with that and work through these fractions together. There are 3 different pages just asking you to think differently about your fractions and what you need to do in order to make them equivalent, okay? So go ahead and work on those today for math. And I'm actually going to provide some screenshots of the answers so that you can check your work with this math sheet. And then maybe next week we can talk a little bit more about how we solved our problems for this worksheet today, okay? Well, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed seeing Phoebe. And I still feel like I have a lot of surprises in this house because next week I'm going to show you something outside that I have in my home that's alive, all right? So what in the world could that be here at Mrs. Redmond's house? Hard telling. I'll see you Monday. Bye.